and where we should be getting to. But let me start off by asking you, this E-Levy and the attention it has, what's your reaction to it? A lot of people think that, well, it is good, something that we should suspend it, scrap it, something we should reduce it. Generally speaking, what do you make of it?
Well, generally speaking, I think that the E-Levy is an avenue for government to make some more or extra revenue to help development. But then to implement it successfully, it should start from somewhere, maybe gradually, and then we do something like pilot. Maybe we can start with 0.5 and pilot it for the first year and see how it goes. What will be the people's reaction? How would people react? Would they increase their demand for e-services or reduce it? And then based on that, you'll be able to decide the following year whether to increase it, to reduce it, or to scrap it entirely. So for me, I'm for the E-Levy, but the level, the rate should come down so that at least it does not distort what government is doing in terms of bringing all the people into the financial inclusion. Because we know that about 70% of Ghanaians are unbankable. That is, they don't have bank accounts. But when it comes to mobile money, a lot of people have mobile money accounts. So that is how they are being brought into the financial sector. So if anything would discourage them from engaging in financial inclusion, then they will be placed at disadvantage. So everything should be done to make sure that those people who will be affected, the impact is minimized. That is why some of us have been calling for at least increase the base, that is the minimum threshold, and then also to reduce the rate at which government wants to tax. And then when everything is successful and based on the reaction of the people, then you decide to review the policy the following year. We have budget cycles. Every year there's a budget. So you don't have to make all the revenues in 1 year. You cannot do all the development projects in 1 year. So it's a matter of looking at how things go. And mind you, the E-Levy is not the only source. It's only one of the smallest sources of making money. Because this year, for instance, the minister planned to rake in about 99.5 billion Ghana cedis domestically. So there's no way the E-Levy alone will be able to bring a lot of money. But for some identifiable project that the government wants to do, i.e. the area.
You mean for the E-Levy?
For the E-Levy.
Okay, so the youth employment, the cyber security, public transport, entrepreneurship, digital, and the road infrastructure. Those are the things they say they want to use the money for.
Yes, and I don't think whatever money we may even realize from there, we'll be able to do all those. Or if it's more, sometimes these monies are raised and they are put in the consolidated account, so they may even end up not being used for the purpose.
It might go for free SHS
exactly,
or something like
because
that. Because
if there's money in the consolidated account and government needs money for some urgent needs, they may even forget about youth start and all that. So our focus should not be so much that by hook or crook we have to raise that money from the E-Levy. I did some calculations, and that is a rough estimate and this calculation is based on the money that went through the mobile money system. Mind you, when we talk about the E-Levy, it's not just the mobile money.
Yeah.
There are other sources, but this
calculation... mentioned payments,
yes,
bank transfers, inward remittances before the MOMO even comes in along there somewhere.
Online trading as well.
Yeah.
They are all part of it. But this calculation is based on, according to the finance minister, we are looking at just the MOMO money aspect. So we're saying that 2020, about 500 billion went through the system. So assuming that this 1.75 is going to be based on the 500 billion, then you are talking about 6.9
billion.
Yeah, that will be more than 6.9 billion if it's based on the 500 billion. So 1.75 would have given us 8.75 billion